My top 90s crew, Bad Boy, without a doubt, Bad Boy, because they had Total, they had Mace, they had 112. Man, Biggie, I loved KRS-One. I cried when I met KRS-One. Like, I cried, I remember when I met him at the Apollo. I'd be like, yeah, like 16, 17 when I met him. My favorite is Step Into the World by KRS-One, man. It's my favorite. But most importantly, it's his videos. It's crazy because my daughter, we took a picture, we flew on a jet back home, and she was like crawling. It's on my Instagram too, I'm gonna send you that too. And it was crawling, and she had like, just the way the pose was and the way she was mean mugging. I'm like, yo, she looked like she about to drop a crazy KRS-One verse right now. She was just like, giving real KRS-One, Wu-Tang, Raekwon vibes. I was like, okay, all right. Definitely TLC, Brandy, Tony Braxton. Like, it's just people. Like, that whole 90s era is just all me. Like, I just wish that I was like Brandy's age, like I would have been there. Aaliyah, you know, that's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites of all time. Janet, just the whole 90s era. Honestly, I can't even sit here and try to narrow down my favorites because that whole era, like you see my Sweet 16, my theme was 80s and 90s. Like, everybody know that's me. That's why even going back to the breaks, to have the opportunity to be there and to be this age and to be in the 90s is kind of dope. You know, I wanted to be there with Faith Evans and all them. You know what I'm saying? Lil' Kim, LL with the Boyz II Men, Hey Lover, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that. Yeah, all that, the whole era.
It was speaking to women, the first lines, you know. And so by the time we got to the hook, the first melody that I came up with, I'm like that. I just am very spontaneous on the spot, and I just, on my way around, on my way around. And his eyes lit up, and he's like, yo.
Remember the feeling of creating music for the first time, and it was like falling in love. And I knew that could keep me alive. So it was less of a hobby and a fun little thing and more of a way of survival.
And me, I'm like, yo, I'm not progressing, and I'm not in this business to look lit to you and really be burnt out. And so I made a decision just to quit my job, and I got on a plane, went to LA, sold everything in my house, said fuck it.
You gotta be good at what you do, because that's what's gonna back it up at the end of the day. That's all that matters. Just stay hard, grind. You gotta grind like the boys do. They stay in the studio for days. I do 12-hour blocks in the studio now. Like, you gotta have that hustle.